Today, we're diving into something that, until very recently, was basically impossible unless you were a big Hollywood studio, creating a professional cinematic movie trailer. But here's the thing, this is all done with AI. We're going to walk through one creator's entire workflow, piece by piece, and see how you can take a simple idea and turn it into a finished trailer without needing a massive budget or a film crew. I mean, come on, who hasn't, right? You get that amazing idea stuck in your head at this incredible sci-fi epic or huge fantasy saga, and then, reality hits. Right. Because traditionally, making something like this means you need a crazy budget, a whole crew of people, and months of work. For most of us, the barrier to entry has just been way too high. But what if you could just bypass all of that? Well, this new workflow promises to do exactly that, taking a simple concept and turning it into something truly epic. So how on earth does it work? Let's get into it. Okay, first things first. Before you even think about generating a single cool-looking image, you need a plan. And not just any plan, a really, really solid one. This is what the creator calls the digital blueprint. So, and this is crucial, the first tool in the toolbox has nothing to do with visuals. It's ChatGPT. The creator uses it to build the entire foundation of the trailer. We're talking every single scene, the exact tone of the narration, and all of the dialogue. And look how simple this starting point is. It's not some super complicated prompt. It's just a clear, direct request that lays out the style, narration style cinematic, and the subject. By giving the AI those simple rules, it can spit out a complete, structured concept to get you started. Now, this is maybe the most important tip in the whole process. The first script that ChatGPT gave back, it was okay, but it didn't have that wow factor. So the creator pushed it, making it rewrite the dialogue 3, maybe 4 times, until the final result was so powerful, it literally gave them goosebumps. That's the standard you should be aiming for. All right, so you've got that goosebump-worthy script ready to go. Now it's time for the really fun part, turning those words into actual worlds. This is where we start generating the visuals for the trailer. The tool of choice here is Higgsfield, which has a couple of different models. Now, some are great for just getting ideas out fast, but the creator chose Seedream 4.0 for one absolutely critical reason: control. See, Seedream lets you set that cinematic 16:9 aspect ratio right from the get-go. If you use a model that only makes square images, you're going to have to crop them later, and you'll lose parts of your scene. Getting the framing right from the start is so important. And this right here is the perfect example of blending AI with human creativity. ChatGPT suggested an opening scene, sure, but the creator knew a classic filmmaking rule. You start with a powerful close-up to grab the audience. So they manually wrote a new prompt specifically for a villain's close-up to create that immediate intense feeling. The AI is your guide, but you're still the director. So once those amazing still images are ready, the next step is to bring them to life. That's where Google's VEO 3.1 comes in. You just feed it the image and a prompt for motion, and it works its magic. And this latest version is a huge upgrade. We're talking a jump from 720p to full 1080p quality, way better physics and motion, and it actually understands camera directions like pan left or dolly in. Okay, we have our visuals. Now for the sound. Because let's be real, a trailer isn't a trailer without that iconic, deep, booming voice. The creator uses this really clever two-step process. First, they generate a clean voice, and then they engineer it to sound truly cinematic. First up, they use 11 labs. The key trick here isn't just picking the right voice, it's adjusting the speed. By slowing down the delivery just a little bit to somewhere between 0.8 and 0.9, the voice immediately sounds heavier, more deliberate, more intense. Next, that bass track gets pulled into an audio editor for some serious sculpting. It's a 5-step chain of effects, and the order matters. First, reverb adds that big, spacious echo. Then, an equalizer boosts the bass to give it warmth and power. The pitch gets dropped just a little for extra depth. After that, a compressor evens everything out for a consistent punch. And finally, a little extra echoes added for impact. The result? Pure cinematic gold. All right, we've got our incredible video clips and our epic voiceover. It's finally time for the main event, putting all the pieces together to create the finished trailer. This is where it all comes together. Inside a video editor, you arrange the clips and time them perfectly with the narration and a powerful music track. And this is where that human touch is just essential, cutting on the beat, making sure the visuals match the words. Finally, you add those slick, cinematic transitions, like quick flashes to black or motion blurs, to give it that final professional polish. And check this out. Here's another game-changing feature of VEO 3.1. It can automatically add relevant, high-quality sound effects to the video it creates. I mean, that's a massive time saver. It takes one of the most tedious parts of sound design completely off your plate. So after seeing this entire process, from a simple text prompt all the way to a finished cinematic trailer, what's the most important thing to remember through all of this? It all comes down to this one idea. These tools are incredible. They can generate scripts and visuals and audio, but they're still just tools. The vision, the creative choices, the instinct to say, nope, not good enough, let's do it again until it gives me goosebumps, that all comes from you. The technology is unbelievably powerful, but you are the director.